I want to make this video in the dark because I don't really want my face to be shown. I don't know why. Yeah. So, I don't usually rationalize things, but tonight I'm going to rationalize things. People usually rationalize things when they want to get away with not admitting the truth. But sometimes people are just being themselves, and other people try to, how would you say, make them look bad, or make them look like the bad one. My grandma just came in my room, and she does this, but this was a little over the top. She asked me if I take my meds like normal, and I said yes, in a normal way. I said yes, and I gave a smart smirk because I already took them. I smiled at her. I said, and she did this. She kind of rolled her eyes, and then I said, what? I took them. And then she said, Cody, in this dramatic voice. And I said, Linda. Then she said, I don't like how you're being rude to me. Now we're going to talk and discuss this. I wasn't being rude. Parents, grandparents, and anyone older than you will try this on you. And if you're not smart, and if you can't notice things, you're going to think you are the one that is the bad one. This is where you have to start realizing that people will try to control you by making you feel like you're the bad person in a conversation. People that aren't older than you, people that are younger than you, will even try to do this. You see, when someone acts like the victim in a conversation, they're putting control over you. They're making... Sorry, my phone keeps vibrating. Let's throw it. So, they make themselves look like the one that's being hurt in the conversation, when really, they're just being overly dramatic, and you're just being yourself. When you can point out that someone's doing something wrong, they don't like that. So they're going to call you out and say you're being wrong, or you're being bad, or you're not being nice. When in reality, they aren't being nice. They're trying to control you. And all you're doing is you're pointing out what they're doing. And they don't like it. So, what can I say? I can say too bad. Get over it. If you don't like that I point out manipulation tactics and control tactics, don't do them in the first place. Don't do them. I don't think anyone should control another person. I say my grandpa Jimmy raised his kids right. He neglected them, and he didn't pay much attention to them. And you know what? They grew up more independently. I think kids should grow up more independently. Because when people grow up more independently, they're more free-spirited. They have no one to really... They don't have someone that's trying to make them into a certain person. They make their own destiny. And if that person, because everyone's different, isn't a type of person who makes a destiny. They don't have a set plan in life. They don't know what they were put on this earth to do. Well, those people are just fucked. Those are the people who don't know what they're going to do, so they just figure, Well, I'm a man, so I have to act manly. I have to have kids. If I have boys, I have to treat them manly. I have to make them manly. They have to go to school. Um, they have to be completely normal in school. They have to they have to get a job. They have to get a car. They have to. And I'm going to teach them all of this, and then the cycle will continue. When in reality, a creative person like me will love their children, but they'll want their children to be independent. And whenever I speak like that, girls become unattracted to me. And you know why? Because their girl personality, their caring, feminine personality doesn't like that. They think, caring, oh, we gotta give them as much caring. Yeah, I understand that. Care about your children, but don't smother them in love. There's a fine balance of spoiling your children and letting them be free and independent. Kids will be way more successful in life when they're adults if they're independent as children. If they're dependent and smothered by their parents growing up, they're going to be smothered by their parents as adults. And parents got to learn that. Just because I'm not a parent doesn't mean you can't know these things. I learned these things from observation, from watching my parents, watching my aunts and uncles, watching my grandparents, watching people in general, learning from failures and successes, learning from the things that work, you do. The things that don't work, you learn from them and you don't repeat them. But people continue on repeating them, and it makes me think those people are just fucking stupid. But people base smarts on spelling. They'll correct your spelling. That's all people base things on. They base them on, oh, their grammar's not good. That person's dumb. They don't think, oh, that person knows everything about the world. That person knows 15 different languages. That person knows martial arts. They don't think how the person can be multi-talented. They just think, oh, that person can't spell. They're dumb. People are closed-minded idiots. And you can't listen to everything a hater says, because haters are losers. They're haters because they're losers. They're losers because they're haters. They have nothing to go for in life, and that's why they insult other people. Or they're like me. They know the truth. When they see the truth, they want to point out the truth. Not everyone likes the truth. I'll tell you that now. People don't like it when you show the truth. It's better. People like it when you lie to them. When you tell them things they want to hear, rather than telling them the obvious things they need to hear. People need to get a fucking clue in life. You wanna know why I don't like the casual working every single day? It's because it's stress. It's stress on my epilepsy, and it's stress on a regular person too. Why should we, it doesn't make sense to me, why should we be forced to waste most of our life working for a low amount of pay to buy things to survive, when in reality, I made this point when I was a little kid to my parents, and they couldn't say anything back to me because they couldn't answer it. Why isn't everything just free? My mom said, well, people need to pay money to create things. That's not true. People can create things without money. Money is just paper currency. You take money out of the picture, people are still creating things. Money doesn't need to be used. It doesn't. People can still create things and share with other people. It's called greed. Greed is the truth. I knew that when I was a little boy. I didn't have to be an adult to know that. That's what I mean about kids being smarter than adults. Most children are much smarter than adults. And that's because their pineal gland is so strong as a child, but it gets weaker as you become an adult because it gets closed and it calcifies because of the food you eat, the shit you put in your body, and how your parents raise you to be a robot in society and follow all the rules and never ask any questions. Pretty much your spirituality just dies. And you're not clairvoyant, you're not intuitive, you're nothing. You're just another person who does what everyone else does. And if you are different, you're going to act like everyone else because you're going to want to fit in. You know what? I didn't do that shit. I didn't. And I was the fucking weird kid. And you know what? If I died today, I would die with dignity. I would die being myself. I would die knowing that I died as the person I came into this world being. I didn't be fake to impress other people, to make other people like me, to become another person's prized possession. When you're born in this life, you're not meant to make other people happy. And when you say that to other people, they think you're an ass. They think you're a dick face. But you know what? That's the truth. You're not supposed to make other people happy. Your goal in life is to make you happy and to follow your dreams and to accomplish what you were put on this earth to accomplish. You're not supposed to waste your life trying to make someone else happy. It's a fucked up idea that generations keep passing on to generations because they don't know any better. But soon, the intuitive indigos will take over. The creative people will take over. And the robots, the people who just follow, will all die off. And a new generation of indigos will make this world a way better place to live. Because right now, this world is filled with fucking followers. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. This world is run on capitalism and greed. And that's why there's so many narcissists, sociopaths, and fucking human rights activists in the world today. It's because everyone fucking wants attention. Feminists want attention. Human rights activists want attention. Everyone wants attention. That's going to be the end of this video.